In this video, we'll show you how to install an EBTRON P probe with an insertion type mounting style into a rectangular shaped duct or plenum opening. Before getting started, be sure to determine an installation location that meets or exceeds EBTRON's recommended placement guidelines. Specific placement guidelines can be found in the O&M manual or by utilizing the EBTRON placement tool. If the location does not meet or exceed placement guidelines, the installed accuracy may be compromised and field adjustment may be necessary. Further detailed installation instructions can also be found in the O&M manual. Please consult directly with EBTRON or your local EBTRON representative when any questions arise during installation. To begin the installation, first start by removing the lock nut, large fender washer, small foam gasket, and terminal mounting plate from the end of each probe and place them aside. With the installation location determined, draw a line on the outside of the duct or opening chosen as the insertion side that is perpendicular to the edge of the duct and direction of airflow. Draw another line on the opposite side of the duct or opening directly across from the first line drawn. We will then mark a center point on the two lines where each probe will be located using the spacing guidelines indicated in Table 1. In this example, we will be installing 2 probes. If more than 2 probes are to be installed, continue spacing additional center point marks at the B interval from the previous center point. Ensure that the center points marked on both sides of the duct or opening are directly across from one another. Next, we'll use one of the terminal mounting plates that was previously removed as a template to mark the location of the 4 mounting screws. With the foam gasket pointing away from the duct or opening, position the center of the mounting plate with the center point marked in the previous step. Be sure that the center line notches on the mounting plate align with the line drawn on the outside of the duct or opening. Mark the location of the 4 mounting bracket screws. Repeat this step for each additional probe center point on both sides of the duct or opening. With all the insertion and mounting screw locations marked, we can now drill a 1 1/8 inch hole at each probe center point, as well as appropriately sized pilot holes at each of the mounting screw locations. We're now ready to install the probes into the duct or opening. Probes are labeled probe X of Y, where Y is the total number of probes provided for a location. It is recommended that probes are installed sequentially by probe number, top to bottom, left to right, or vice versa. Start by inserting the first probe on the insertion side into the center point hole. The airflow directional arrow should point in the direction of airflow. It is okay if the arrow is upside down. Secure the insertion mounting bracket with the 4 selected mounting screws. Repeat this for each additional probe location. On the opposite side of the duct or opening, place the terminal mounting plate over the terminal mounting bolt of the first probe and secure with the 4 selected mounting screws. Note that the foam gasket of the mounting plate should be facing the duct or opening. You can then place the small foam gasket and large fender washer over the terminal mounting bolt. Repeat this for each additional probe. Each probe is fully secured by installing the lock nut on each terminal mounting bolt and tightening until the small foam gasket is compressed to approximately 50% of its original thickness. That's it! Probe installation is now complete. Detailed instructions for installation, wiring, and startup of the transmitter can be found in the O&M manual.